Welcome back to DailyTech Edu. Today, we are kicking off a brand new series, Linux for Beginners. This first episode focuses on why Linux is the absolute engineering foundation for cloud, cybersecurity, DevOps, and modern system administration. Let's look at the digital engine of the tech world. While standard consumers interact with personal desktops every day, the entire backbone of modern enterprise technology runs completely on Linux servers. To understand why, let's do an operating system comparison. Personal computing platforms like Windows and macOS optimize heavy GUI setups, broad consumer software catalogs, local file management, and individual multitasking productivity workflows. On the other side, enterprise backends require what Linux features: extreme automation capability, light hardware resource footprints, secure partition isolation, and massive multi-container infrastructure scalability. Now let's understand Linux distributions, or distros. First is the Debian family, including Ubuntu and Debian, renowned for rock-solid stability and packaging. It's the standard for web clouds and the entry point for learning Linux. Next is the Red Hat family, featuring RHEL and Fedora. This is the corporate king, built with enterprise-grade support, extreme security systems, and it is the default infrastructure choice for large banks. Finally, the Arch family, with Arch and Manjaro, is lightweight, bleeding edge, and completely custom-built for advanced developers. This leads to unbeatable scalability and unrivaled hardware efficiency. When computing calculations at global scientific scales, there is absolutely zero room for resource overhead. That is why 100% of the top 500 fastest supercomputers in the world run custom, high-efficiency Linux kernels. The ubiquity of Linux across modern infrastructure is absolute. In web infrastructure, over 90% of active Internet web servers run Linux to minimize uptime latency. In cloud platforms, virtual instances on AWS, Azure, and GCP leverage containerized Linux pipelines. And in mobile and IoT, billions of Android units, network switches, and smart devices depend on Linux. What are the direct career advantages for you? First, high-income careers. Shell script proficiency and command line execution are listed as mandatory requirements in over 90% of engineering roles. Second, deep comprehension. It removes complex GUI wrappers so you can interface directly with the core OS files, direct processes, memory managers, and storage pathways. Third, zero licensing overhead. Being open source means you can launch, clone, and host advanced labs locally without paying software or licensing fees. Let's look at role-based Linux usage across different IT specializations. A cybersecurity analyst uses it for vulnerability mapping, network packet evaluation, and security auditing, relying on Kali Linux, Bash scripting, and Nmap. A cloud and DevOps engineer uses it for provisioning virtual machine instances and configuring auto pipelines using Docker, SSH keys, and customized shells. And a system administrator handles directory configuration, service monitoring, and managing permissions using systemctl, chmod, chown, and useradd. Throughout this series, we are going to learn Linux step by step. Make sure to subscribe and drop a comment explaining which career path you are chasing in 2026, whether it's cyber, cloud, DevOps, or SysAdmin. I will see you in the next episode.